More airstrikes demolished entire neighborhoods in Gaza overnight as Israel continues its retaliation against the Hamas militant group responsible for Saturday's attack. Meanwhile, basic supplies for some 2.3 million Palestinians in Gaza are running low. Israel stopped the entry of food, water, fuel, and medicine into the territory, while Egypt shut down its border crossing.
Joining us now from Gaza is Salma Shurrab. She's a fifth-year dental student. She feels uncomfortable talking about politics and Hamas, but is joining us to discuss the situation where she is. Salma, thank you for being here. Talk to us about the situation on the ground where you are. What have you been experiencing?
Well, the situation is very difficult, especially that I've lived my whole life in Gaza. So I know what's an aggression like. But this time, after 7 aggressions I've witnessed, never witnessed anything this harsh, very close. No one is safe around me. I've already evacuated my house once, and I had to come back to it because I didn't find anywhere safer to stay. I even have my bag ready next to me right now. So anything happens next to me, I'm ready to run to find a better place to stay. As you know, the internet connection is very terrible. We ran out of water, the electricity, the fuel is stopped from the country, from Gaza. So we're literally trying to survive as long as we can until this aggression is over. And yeah.
What are you doing without water? And you say that you're ready to run. Where would you run to?
Exactly. I would run anywhere and come back because I would realize that there is no safe place rather than my house. There's no shelters. People usually run to the hospital, but the hospital is so full right now to the point where if the electricity is cut off for many more hours, it will be a whole massacre in the hospital. All the people won't be saved because there's lack of materials, lack of doctors. It's way more full than it should be.
Salma, what do you want people to know about this conflict? Obviously, you said you've lived there your whole life, and this is not normal. It's not what you're used to experiencing, and what you are used to experiencing sounds like something most of us couldn't even fathom. But what do you want people to know about this conflict in terms of those of you in Gaza?
I want people all around the world to keep digging more into the reality of the situation. Because we as Gaza and Palestinians are very tired of explaining to the people that we are a victim here, that we're suffering, that we're losing water, electricity, internet. We know all of that, but what's the next? Is there any solution? Is there anything that we can stand on that could give us hope to the future? Because me personally, I already lost my future here. All the places I work at are destroyed to the ground. I'm actually at my graduation year, so I won't be able to finish that. I need to find a plan B right now because my university is destroyed. My patients are calling me that they need to fix their teeth, and I'm like, I can't do anything about it. I thank God that you're alive in the first place. So hopefully we all find a future after this aggression is over. And I'm okay if things return to their usual habit, because I don't think they will.
What do you see as that solution?
I see that people would stand with Palestine, understand us, make it easier on us, find a future that is safe in my own home. Like, I don't want to leave my country, obviously. So I need to stay in my home, but feel safer, feel that I am heard by everyone, and maybe things will get better, inshallah.
Inshallah. Salma Shurrab, thank you.